any boolean function can be defined with which of the following operations. So it is nothing but they are talking again about functional completeness. If any boolean function can be defined with some operations, then that is nothing but functionally complete operations, right? Now watch this first one. They are nothing but they are asking which of the following are functionally complete. So with exclusive OR and not given, what could you derive? Just now we have seen that in previous example, even if a not is given, exclusive OR is not able to derive plus or and. Therefore, what can you say? This set is not functionally complete because not is fine, but exclusive OR will never lead us to and or plus even with the support of not. Now, look at the option B. Exclusive OR is given, plus is given and OR is given. Good. So with plus and exclusive OR, it is functionally complete. We got it, right? I mean not functionally complete. With exclusive OR and plus, we can get not. So here we got not and now here we got OR. So NOR and OR are already functionally complete because we can derive AND with these two combinations. Therefore, we can say that B is functionally complete. You can stop it there or let's examine further. Now watch this one. Now exclusive OR is given, 1 is given and not is given. Even if these 3 are given, we will not be able to derive AND. The reason is, see, with these two, the best thing you could derive is not, but already not is given. But what is required is AND or OR. In case if they have given AND or OR, I could have used these to derive not and then AND or OR to make it functionally complete, right? So even one more thing is, even if you put 1, exclusive OR and 1 is not going to derive you any AND or not. If you want to try it, see this, f of x comma y, that is a function. Now if you substitute either in x or y 1, then what happens is you are going to eliminate one variable completely. If there is only one variable, then how can you derive a binary function like binary operation like AND or OR? Therefore, using 1, we could only get by eliminating one variable we can get a not, but then by eliminating a variable we cannot get AND or OR, right? So there is no way these two are going to lead us to AND or OR, and not we get it, but we already have it, so it is completely useless. What about this one? This is interesting. Now again they are asking about exclusive NOR. Now let's examine this function exclusive NOR. What exclusive NOR is and what about the functional completeness of exclusive NOR. F of x comma y equal to xy plus x prime y prime. This is XNOR. It is negation of XOR. So if you negate the XOR, we are going to get this. And now let's see whether this complement is possible or not. F of x comma x equal to x into x plus x prime into x prime. Then what is it? X plus x prime, which is nothing but 1. And f of y comma y equal to y into y plus y prime into y prime, which is nothing but y plus y prime, which is 1. So we are again out of luck. By substituting x and y, even if we eliminate one variable, the resulting variable is also getting eliminated and we are getting 1 and 1. So we are out of luck, and the only way we could get complement directly is by substituting the same value. But even if you substitute the same value, we are out of luck. Then what is that we are supposed to do is, maybe let's see, by taking the support of some variable, constant. So if I take the support of a constant, and if I have to get this, see, I want to take x prime or y prime out of it. See, complement is already lying inside it, but we are not able to extract it out. So in order to extract it out, what I do is, I'll put y prime equal to 1. If I have to put y prime equal to 1, I have to put y equal to 0. If I put y equal to 0, then this term will become x prime and this term will vanish because there is y. Therefore, if I put y equal to 0, which means f of x comma 0 is going to lead me to x into 0 plus x prime into 1. What is it? X prime. Therefore, I am able to find out the complement by using the function along with 0. So, by using f comma 0, or here the f is nothing but x naught, by using x naught comma 0, I am able to find out the not complement. Can you find out and or using only f and complement? So what is the way to test it? So I know you take the actual function, this function, and you try to complement each one or both of them. So let's see what happens here. If I write f of x prime y prime, how can I write f of x? Okay, let's see with x prime y first. I want to write f of x prime comma y. How can I write this? We could write it because we already know that we can derive x prime using f comma 0, these two, right? And oh, 1 is given here, is it? So if 1 is given, we cannot do anything, I guess. So if you put 1, x equal to 1, then what do I get? In place of x, if I put 1, in case of y, if I put 1, I get only x. Or in case of this, if I put 1, again I get only 1. So if this is given, it is not even able to derive not. Okay, but already not is given. Let's see if this is able to derive and or. Not is already given, right? So now let me complement it, because it is already given that not is present here. They are already saying that you can use not. So if I use not, then let me see what I could make up with the function. Now x prime y and then xy prime. I get x prime y plus xy prime. On contrary, if I write like this, then what happens? xy prime, again we are getting the same function, plus x prime y, which is nothing but exclusive OR, right? So if I take a exclusive OR is equal to exclusive NOR with 1 complemented. I'll just give the formulas what we are going to derive from this. It is interesting from here. And now put x prime and y prime. F of x prime comma y prime equal to, you can just check it. In place of these two, if I just put them, we are getting x prime y prime plus xy, which is again nothing but the exclusive NOR, right? So we fail to get either or and from the exclusive NOR, and already not is given. So not along with this is still not functionally complete, because we are not able to get or and, therefore it is not functionally complete. So only functionally complete is this. Okay, but then anyway, from the previous example and this example, you might have observed something. Watch it. Now x exclusive or y equal to x prime exclusive NOR y or x exclusive NOR y prime. We have observed it earlier, right? And similarly, x exclusive NOR y equal to x prime exclusive or y, that equal to x exclusive or y prime. Maybe just observe it, you need not by heart it, just if you could remember it, it is fine, because some of the options they might contain this. Anyway, you could substitute the values and you can verify in the exam, but still if you could remember it is better. So what about this one? Don't by heart it. So what is the other way of writing this in terms of this? There is one more term, right? Yeah, x prime y prime. It is nothing but x prime exclusive or y prime. It is nothing but x prime exclusive or y prime. These two are equivalent. Check that. Got it? So all those 4 are equivalent and all these 4 are equivalent. Maybe you could just remember it. Sometimes they might ask you as a single 1 mark question, or you could derive it on the go. So anyway, what I mean to say is exclusive OR or exclusive NOR are not functionally complete, and they are not even partially functionally complete, which means given a support of 1 also they are useless, or and no, given a support of 0 or 1 they are useless, right? And now they are not functionally complete, not partially functionally complete, nothing, right?